Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I've got a little bit of an echo there, Mr. P. Hi, I am Jane Morton. I am a psychic counsellor, psychic medium, holistic therapist, Rahani teacher and healer. Loads of things. And if you're new to watching me, that's what I do. You're going to have to bear with us tonight. We've had a little bit of a technical problem, which is why we've come on late, and I can't see anything. So I am literally working blind tonight. So Mr. P is going to help me. He's going to read out any of the comments. And so if there's a little bit of a time delay, please do bear that in mind, because I am literally looking at a tiny picture of me, which I can't see because I'm blind anyway, and a black screen. So there you go. But anyway, we will do some hellos. Hello, lovely Alison. Hello, Amy Ridgway. Hi, Natalie Bentley. And Natalie Rogers. Hello there. Hi, lovely Heidi Spicer. Hi, Kelly Christine. Loran. Loran. Hi, Loran. Sorry, teeth fell out as well. I was waiting. Hi, Mary. Hi, Amy. Hi, Terry. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Lauren. Hello, Christine Davies. Hello, Tony Wright. He's in my ears. Hi, DCJ. Angie Day. Hello, Bridget B. Hi, Millie. Hi, Tina. Hi, Jade and Helen. Hi, Joanne. Mary C. Hello, you people. Hi, Tina. Lovely Tina Place. Hi, Wendy Gawley. Hi, Diane. Hi. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Amy. You're going too fast now, Mr. P. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Casey, or Cassie, sorry. Hi, AJ. That'd do. We'll be all there night because he's just fresh, high fresh. So, yes. So I'm totally in the hands of Mr. P tonight. I'm trusting him with my screen. So anyone that's new, I don't know, without seeing the names and the pictures, because that's what I'm used to doing, I don't know who's new, and I know who's our regulars, and I know our admin team, our lovely admin team are watching. But on this show, I tend to, well, basically you ask me a question, whether it be spiritual or personal, I try and answer it. I use a bit of my psychic counselling in with it, and then I pull a lovely little card and give a little reading. So if you want a card, you're going to have to ask me a question. And yeah, we go from there. Or we can all put our feet up, have a cup of tea and not listen. Because that's how we were getting just now, weren't we, Mr. P? Because it was so frustrating. So, anyone asked a question, Mr. P? I can hear you tap, tap, tapping away. Tap, tap. Hi, Janice. Thank you for joining us. New to the show. Yeah, you can ask any question you want. It can be personal, it can be about anything, well, within reason, because I won't answer too personal because I don't know who's watching. And it can be on a spiritual level. If you want to ask any spiritual questions, any information on why I'm a psychic counsellor as well as a psychic medium, just about anything really. No, that's. Hi, Joanne Hicks, and you're new as well. Matt Clearon, hello, good evening. Anne. Hello, Anne. Hi, Sue Chadwick, and hi, Joanne. So hello, everybody. This is really weird, actually. Not seeing anything. This is like staring into space. Must be something to do with all these new. Oh, it's a solar eclipse tomorrow. Maybe it's to do with that. Maybe the energy's all. So I'm not laughing at you lot. I'm laughing at Mr. P in my ear as I'm sitting here going, do 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 do. What's he going to give me? No. Hi, Kim from New Zealand. Hope the weather's nice out there. Did you say single wolf? Okay. So Natalie, Mr. Peace just said your question is that you often see a single wolf, and you're learning spirituality at the moment. We all have power animals. I'm not very au fait with them. I mean, I do know about them, and I obviously know that I've got power animals, but it's not something I specialise in. Some people will be quite into their power animals. So a wolf is obviously very spiritual, as is most animals. Insect, you'd be surprised what spirit, everything that's living and breathing has pretty much got a spiritual meaning to it. But wolves are very spiritual. They're also, especially if it's a lone wolf, it's usually mean that you're on your journey and you're showing great strength, but you have to stay focused. Wolves are always seen as a little bit menacing. They're the leader of, they're sort of the leader of the pack of dogs, but they are actually very spiritual because they do, despite the fact they work in packs, they do actually work singly when they're on their own hunting. So the wolf to me is just symbolizing that you are on that journey. I used to get a lot of wolves, pictures of wolves in my meditations when I first started working spiritually. And often if I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts and I'm trying to get myself grounded, it's the wolf that comes back into me. So it's just a reminding you of your strength of character. I think that's what it's showing you. But again, power animals aren't, I call them power animals because they are power animals, but they're also spirit animals. We have lots of spirit guides, and that includes animals. So the wolf could just be the what stepped in to be on the beginning of your journey. So I hope that makes sense to you, Natalie. And talking of wolves, my dog's just sneezed. If anyone heard that, he's just had a little moment and he's rolling around on the floor. And he doesn't. Happy birthday, Delilah. Just got that. Just looking at the lunatic wolf on the floor. Should we pull Natalie a card? Oh, Joanne. Hi, Joanne Gardner. First time here. I've got third eye chakra for you, Natalie, number 6. Okay, and that pretty much sums up what I've just said, actually. If you're just starting to work spiritually, we all know that our third eye sits around here. Well, hopefully most of us know our third eye sits here. It is what we tune into, tap into. I tell some of my people that do workshops to give it a little, if they're feeling a little bit lightheaded or they're feeling a little bit out, overwhelmed, because obviously when you start a spiritual path, it can be a little bit overwhelming as well. So I often get them to just tap it if they're getting headaches and stuff, just to open it up. But that shows to me, obviously, you are opening up your third eye. So I think the wolf in itself is just a guide that's come in to help work with you and protect you. Don't know why Mr. P's laughing at me. Wolf, woof. I can't. It's because I'm looking at the dog. Woof, woof. Right, woof, woof. Anyway, so the third eye to me is showing that you are. I'm going to ignore him just because I can't see the screen. There's not any reason to laugh at me. Yeah, it's to me showing that you're opening up. You are opening up. So it's showing that you really are getting on that spiritual journey. So I would see that as a spirit guide. That's a guide that's come in to help you do that. I'm also getting though a little bit. I don't know if you've had any random. It might seem random. I'm feeling around the eyes. Obviously, it's coming into hay fever season. I'm getting a little bit of irritation around my eyes. I don't know if you're overtired or you've been having late nights, but they do feel sore and gritty. I don't know if you've been getting any problems with hay fever or your eyes, but bear that in mind because I'm seeing droplets going in. I don't know if you use any sort of droplets, but that's just come in with it as well. But that card is mainly showing me that you are opening up on your spiritual path. So I hope that makes a bit of sense. And let me know if you are using eye drops for any reason, because they do feel a little bit gritty. And I'm not going to say woof no more. You love, see, anyone that's new, Mr. P likes to take the mick out of me because I don't speak properly. And it's even worse now because I literally am looking at nothing, listening to him, and he's going to take the mick all evening and he expects me to stay here and be professional. Wow, there you go. I can't say that, Mr. P, we're live. Okay, Joanne Garden, you're wondering what your life mission is about and if you're on the right. I can't because it's not coming up. Yeah, that was what I was going to do, but I didn't get. Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. Let's turn that off. It didn't come up. It wouldn't load just now. That's what I tried. So now I'm looking down at my phone. That's really rude. So I'm going to try and look at my phone, people, to look at my comments and look at my screen at the same time, if I can. So Joanne is here, and the question was, okay, life mission. It's a weird way of putting it, isn't it? Life mission. Let's pick her a card while we're trying to. I've got Passion Ignited, number 1, Mr. P. Yes, you got it. You have got it. Right, Joanne. Straight away, it's taking me to the heart center. That card pretty much sort of shows that heart center. The gold ring is around it. We tend to, when we work spiritually, we tend to bring a gold or a platinum light down to connect to spirit. I use it a lot in my protection prayers, and I also use it when I'm doing Rahani healing. So it's quite a prominent thing to show when you're opening up and being spiritual. But also, I am being drawn to the heart chakra, which makes me feel that you are working in I'm going to say in a more empathic way as well. When you say you're right path, I wouldn't call it a mission. Obviously, I picked up on that when I was picking the card. It's not so much life isn't a mission. That sounds like a bit like Mission Impossible. We're putting obstacles in the way. As soon as I hear that word, it feels like there's obstacles in there. So I don't know if there's something that's going on around you that you feel that obstacles are going in the way, but I'm personally feeling that they're not obstacles that are really there. How can I put this? I feel like you're maybe putting them there, or you're seeing them as bigger obstacles than what they really are. So I feel like I could just literally move them to one side. If you took the word mission out of it and actually looked at what it is you're doing, what you want to do. Why am I getting? I just got drums. I don't know if that means anything to you, Joanne. I've just got drumsticks. I think it's drumsticks or some sort of composer. You know, when they hold the stick in their hand. I've just got shown that. Let me know if that's irrelevant to your path as well, because I've just got drums or some sort of conductor of music going on there. But for me, if you just look at what you're doing, it's more about how you feel in yourself. If you are waking up happy and you're feeling happy in what you're doing and it's making you feel at peace with yourself and you're feeling quite contented, then you are on the right path. If you are doing something where you like I said, you feel the need to use the word mission, to me that sounds straight away like you've you've got an obstacle in the way, or it's challenging. Life is challenging. I'm not dismissing that life isn't challenging, but if you're going on a path for, to open up spiritually, which is why I'm getting these drums. This is absolutely driving me mad, actually. I'm getting the drums. I feel like they're drums, or someone's. Right, okay, because that's what I'm getting, these drums. I'm getting, I feel like I want to be involved in it, and I'm giving it a little bit of a bing ting along. To me, you just got to go day by day with this and follow your heart. I talked just now about the third eye being our opening us up, and that's where we get our psychic ability from. But we also do work with our hearts, and we also work with our solar plexus chakra, because that is actually where we hold all our energy. And when we are working spiritually, we go back there and sort of draw off our reserves. So I want to say to you, if you are waking up with a smile on your face in what you are doing and what you are planning, then you're already halfway there. The rest of it just comes on a day-to-day basis. So she said she likes drums and Africa. Right, it's drum circle I'm getting. So I don't know if that's part of this spiritual path she's on, because I'm getting a really big pull to drums. I want to keep playing with drums. It's not even loud, like probably is to some, but I'm feeling this is quite uplifting. I'm feeling quite happy about this. So I feel that's somewhere along there is where your path is. It's based around that. It's not shamanic. It feels like it's something else, but I can't quite put my finger on it. So yeah, that's what I'd say to you, Joanne. And number one, always the start of something new. Number one, that's what it represents. But again, that card is surrounded with the purple, what I call violet light. The third eye is the violet color. It really is shown as an opening up of awareness, and it doesn't always have to be spiritual awareness. It's just an awareness that makes you happy and feel loved. So I hope that makes sense. She has been in a drum circle. See, I'm not even getting the comments up on my phone, Richard. No. Yeah, I have. It's not yeah, I have, but it's only given me bits of it. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Okay. And actually I can see she says she's a youth worker. So does she do her drum work in there? Because I just feel, I mean, youth can be challenging. I know. I've had 3 children. I've got grandchildren, but I do know that when you're working in that environment, as much as it can be challenging, that can actually be really quite uplifting working with that. So I do feel that her day-to-day job is going to, a spiritual opening is going to come into both. So keep up the drumming, or even take it into the youth workers sort of day centre and use it, because I think that's more and more stuff of that could be used now in teenagers, and it would actually help them, especially with people that are suffering with their mental health. So keep up the good work. Heidi, I'm going to say, I mean, you see a doctor. We should laugh about it, because just because we're spiritual, and we can sometimes blame everything on spirit, or it's this and that, and obviously we could have medical conditions, but I am going to say I know that you are a great lover of the paranormal, so I know that you love going to do the paranormal, so that you've opened up a different sort of avenue in your spiritual journey, so you are more perceptive to feeling the energies around you in whatever building you know on a day-to-day basis. You'll be walking in and out of different buildings, different places, because of that love you've got for the paranormal. You would be more open to that sort of energy. Anyone that knows, especially anyone that watched me doing Sense and Spirit a few months back, I still sit a little bit on the fence of the paranormal, because I still believe it's energy of the building, not necessarily ghosts, which is what I think paranormal gets sort of pushed with. I think it's more the energies of the building that's been left behind. And yes, there will be spirit at some point around there, but I'm a great believer that spirit is wherever we are. So spirit comes and goes. I don't see them as trapped in a building. I see their energy is in that building. So I think your shadows, I'm going to be honest. I do think you're a bit tired at the moment, Heidi. I don't know. I haven't even pulled your card yet. Look, and I'm giving you a diagnosis. I'm not medical, people. Before anyone jumps on the bandwagon, I am not a medical. I'm holistically trained and have got some medical background, but not to diagnose you all. But Heidi, I do feel you're a little bit tired at the moment. And so obviously those shadows could be a little bit of your imagination from the fact you're overtired. It's not even like double vision, so I'm not going to say you're seeing anything because of double vision. I do think you've got people around you. What I will say, I've just picked number 5, conflict and defeat, for just check I said that right. For Heidi, number 5. What I will say, Heidi, I don't know if you're going to various different. I know you've been to a couple with me, and I know you've done a few different paranormals. Just make sure protection's being put in place. If not by the people that are running the event, make sure it's you. There's no harm in you not putting some protection in place before you go. It could just be you've really opened yourself up a little bit too much, and there's going to be a fair few people around you. Can I ask you, Heidi, when you're asleep, or if you just shut your eyes for 5 minutes, are you seeing faces? Because I've just been shown, say like you're laying back with just your eyes shut, but you're not really asleep. If you're just taking some time out, I just want to know if you're seeing faces. I'm getting shown that you're also getting faces shown to you. So I'm going to say it is the energetic world around you. You're not necessarily having the requirement to go and get, and I'd say your eyes tested more than the doctor. That card, when you look at it, although he's going down and he's looking a little bit down in the dumps, if you look on the side, there are figures going up. It is massively pulling me to your paranormal interest. So I think this is more about your paranormal interest than health. I do just think that you need to make sure there's a lot of protection in place when you're doing that, because it doesn't matter what happens or doesn't happen. Not everyone running those events do put that protection in place. And when you work with spirit, when you do anything with spirit, you should respect it, and you should make sure that everyone, including yourself, is protected. So, and that's not scaring anybody. That's just the way we should work. We should always make sure there's a protection in place, and that we respect everything we do and treat it with respect. But let me know, Heidi, about the faces. I am getting faces around her, so maybe with the shadows then. I'm trying to read my phone. Sorry, if I go like that, people, don't look at my grey hair, all right? I'm just trying to read. It's really annoying when I'm working like this. It makes sense. Yeah, yeah, okay. Just bear it in mind, because I do think there's a lot of people around you. You are opening up, Heidi. Whether you started off as a viewer, and whether you started off as a spectator and coming to some of the events we've done, you are opening up. That's what happens to people. Whether you're going just because of the enjoyment, you will still be opening yourself up. So just bear that in mind, okay? And lots of love. Okay, Sandra Hunt, watching from Canada. Let us know whereabouts in Canada. And you just want a general reading. Well, we don't normally do general readings, do we, Mr. P? We normally have a question. But as you're new, Sandra, I'll pick you a card and see what I get from it. But yeah, we normally, on this show, we normally like a question. We did sort of start out with this as sort of the psychic counselling was for people to sort of just, air their views, get things off their chest, and obviously a lot of spiritual journeys, because obviously the psychic counselling talks about your spiritual journey as well when you work with it. I've picked you heart chakra, number 4. See, can't get the staff when you can't. Okay, and what I got with that, as I was waiting for Mr. Producer to just put that up on the screen, I got a little bit of a lump. I'm going to say in my throat, but I felt I was holding myself here. I felt a little bit sad, Sandra, when I held that. I don't know if there's someone that's passed around you that's had something going on here. You have to let me know. I feel like I can't swallow. I don't know if that's making any sense to you. Um, I'm not picking up a massive energy around this person, but they have come in and given me that sort of thing. So I want to say it's a male energy actually. So I don't know if that's going to make any sense to you. Again, Sandra, anyone that does know me, I do normally work as a psychic. I tell everyone I'm not a medium, but sometimes people will come in, so I just have to go with it. This is definitely a male energy, and I am getting a feeling that there was something going on around this region, and I feel like I can't swallow, but I also feel a little bit sad. So I don't know if I'm picking up on your emotions from this person passing or whether it's the person. I'm also getting shown, it's really weird, I'm getting shown two mountains. If they're like peaks, but I don't know if they're actually physical in the physical or whether I'm being shown. Well, you know, when someone has peaks and drops, I feel like you've gone up, you've come down, you've gone up, and you've come down again. That's how it's feeling to me more than in the physical. That said, I don't know whereabouts in Canada you are, but I'm getting quite a lot of cold air around me as well. So I don't know if that's making any sense. So whether it is physical, but I do feel this is more showing me your life goes up and down. Let us know if you're still on, Sandra, because obviously I am working blind tonight. So I've got Mr. P in my ear and I'm trying to watch my phone, and it looks like I'm all over the place. I need another armrest so I can put it up here. Yeah. So I'm not sure if she's still on, Mr. P. Okay, well, if she comes back, we can answer her. If not, should we move on? Okay. Jasmine, you've asked, what is psychic counselling? I don't know, what is it? um, it is real. Some people might look at Oh, people, what are we going to do with this technology? I'm sorry, but I'm back. And guess what? This time the comments have come back. We think so. This might be good. Jasmine, if you're still here, I will finish what I started. I have a diploma in psychic counselling. I decided to study it because I wanted to understand why I was a psychic. I won't say I came to the game late. I just never acknowledged what I could do from a young age and had it stifled out of me. So when I finally got catapulted back in to working psychically, I wanted to learn more about it and about the senses that I use and the abilities that I can use. So I did a course in psychic counselling. That said, it also goes on to show you how to use your psychic ability in a counselling way. And because I many years ago trained to be a counsellor, back before the days it became so popular and a necessity in our country, it was still quite an American thing then. I just find that I prefer to do my readings that way as well. So although I tarot read, and that is still tarot reading, it has a little bit of a counselling twist. I actually do psychic counselling sessions, which is like having a counselling session, but I use my spiritual and psychic abilities with it. And where in counselling you would normally sit and listen to your person, I will interact to help people. So that's sort of pretty much what psychic counselling is. It's understanding why you're a psychic, understanding your abilities, and how you can use that mentally, because it is still working with your brain as well as all your other senses, and it's how you use that and help others. And and that's how I do my readings. I'm not a great one for giving people future predictions or talking too much about your past. I tend to work with what's going on now, because normally what's going on now is going to affect your future and has probably come from your past. So that's what I am, a psychic counsellor, with a nice little distinction to it. But yeah, I don't use the certificate, and I don't really. We did this show really so that people could talk about their problems and we could have a bit of an insight to it. So that's why we've sort of named this show that. Okay, hope that gives you an answer. And for that, Jasmine, let's give you a card. Also, unlike she's just had 5 cards. Unlike normal counselling, where people would have to have many sessions, it's very rare after a session with me that they will come back. The most anyone's ever had is 2 to 3 sessions. So again, I'm not saying it's because I'm good at it. It's because where I use the spiritual and psychic stuff in with it, it tends to sort of get to the nitty gritty a bit quicker. So, this popular little heart chakra we've got there, number 4 again. You there, Mr. P? Julie. I know you got some. Thank you. So heart chakra again, it seems to be coming out, which is good because we've all got to have a little bit of patience in our heart with this show tonight. Jasmine, when I got that, I got quite a glowing sensation with you. I did feel that I don't know if you're working with it's weird what I'm getting. I don't know if you're working with children that have got special needs, because I'm getting shown quite bright colours, like I'm getting shown a rainbow for some reason. Now I do work at the NHS as well, and that's not why I'm seeing a rainbow, people. But I am getting shown a rainbow. I don't know if it's a logo over something or whether it's the name of something. But I am also getting children that need some special needs. So I don't know if that's something you're doing, or something you're interested in. But it's showing me that the heart chakra is almost making me feel like you're bursting, that you've got lots of stuff that you could do to help people. It's I feel like you're quite energetic, you're quite empathic. I am picking up on that. So let me know if that makes sense to you, because I don't want to waffle on too much if it's not. But I just feel that you've got something there that you could be offering to people, or you're already doing it. But I am getting children more than adults, and I am seeing like special needs. It's people that need that extra support. So I'm not sure whether it's in school, you're doing some sort of teach, but I'm seeing rainbow. It's like I'm seeing the logo of it. So let us know, Jasmine, if that's making sense. But that heart chakra is just giving me a massive glow of warmth. You've just put a heart up there. It's just showing me that you are quite empathic. you're very kind-hearted, and you could do with working from your heart. I mean, we should all be working from our heart, but unfortunately that's not the case in our world now. But I just feel that you have got lots to give. You're quite you're a person that could really help others. So let me know if that makes sense, Jasmine. But yeah, just getting this rainbow, it's quite random, so I don't know if it's meaning anything to you or whether you actually work in the NHS. But rainbows don't always mean the NHS. They were here before that, so I hope that makes sense. Is Jasmine, did we lose her because we got so... So Mr. P's getting angry in my ear, people, because the comments are frozen again, but at least I can see comments. I've been told that I would work with children before. Yes, I am empathic. I do not work with children, but I do speak to people who need support. Okay, well, maybe it's children. I mean, if someone's told you to work with children before, and you're working with people that need support, maybe switch it to children, because I do get a massive pull around the children and a massive pull that you're empathic anyway. And I don't know if this rainbow is relevant or whether you're going to see something and it's going to all fall into place and it's going to be the logo. I do feel it's the logo. I'm going to stick to that. It's a logo, and I don't mean a logo that's been used like it has for the NHS. I mean it's literally the logo over a building that you're going to work in, like some sort of support centre. So bear that in mind, because I can't get rid of that. That rainbow is quite strong. But yeah, definitely bear that in mind, because I just feel that that would really be a good purpose for you. So thanks, Jasmine. Mr. P, stop tapping away angrily. All right then. No, I know you're not. I know you're not. It is frustrating. It is. So I'm sorry, people. We've been on and off, and our comments are frozen again. So I'm just going to keep gritting our teeth. Face. Claire Colbeck has just come up. So Claire, you're asking me how long does it take to train in Rouhani? It's a day course, Claire. I'm just about to run one near the end of May. I tend to keep them quite small. I need 2 people, because one needs to be on the bed and one needs to be off it, and then vice versa. So I always need 2 people to run it. I tend to only go up to 4. I like to keep it quite small. It's more intimate, it's more personal, and it's actually the energy's nicer. You can't really do too many people anyway. It just wouldn't be fair to work like that anyway. So it literally is a day's course. It usually starts around 10, finishes around 4. Depends how much long we have for lunch, and what we do. And then at the end of that, you get a certificate, which you can then go on and show. It's a proper certificate. And you show it on to insurance companies, or even it's now accredited, so it is recognised under the Holistic Federation. So you can then go on to work as a practitioner. It's as simple as that. I say it's simple. It's a long day, but it's a lovely day, and you can use it. People are using it now in spas. It is now recognised. It's been going 6 years. It's recognised now as the same as Reiki. Reiki is at a 3rd dimensional. Rouhani's working at a 5th dimensional. And someone asked me the other day what that means. Basically, as we all are at the moment in this world, we sort of day to day are working. We are 3-dimensional. That's how we live. When you raise your vibration and you work more spiritually, you tend to go up and you work at a 5th dimensional. And Rouhani is actually 5th dimensional anyway, so it's a much higher vibration. I never say it's better than Reiki, because I've never done Reiki, and it's not for me to say that. It's working at a higher vibration because it's a newer energy, and it's working at that level. And more spiritual people and people that go onto a spiritual journey are now rising their vibration to a 5th dimension. Don't get me wrong, I still come back into a 3rd dimensional, otherwise I would be human and I have to do my day-to-day stuff. I just can pull myself up to the 5th one when I'm working. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you, Claire. I would do love to do this. I can't remember, Claire. I think you follow me on Facebook, so message me and we can see what we can do, because it does need to be in person. Well, I say it needs to be in person. No, it doesn't. We did try an online one. I think I actually posted it on the SPTV, didn't I, Mr. P? You can do it online. Obviously, it'd be slightly cheaper as well online, because you're not. We've almost done the myth, because obviously in lockdown I worked online with healing, and in fact some of my clients now I've only ever done online. I've never even met them face to face. COVID changed the way lots of people worked. I couldn't get my head round COVID stopping me working anyway, and people were coming to me for healing and I didn't know what to do, and I thought, well, I can't do it this way. And then I just woke up one day and knew I had to do it, and I have tried it through WhatsApp, FaceTime, even on a phone call. I've even told them to be in a certain place at a certain time, said when I'm going to do it, and then rang them afterwards. You can do it online. So I haven't taught online, Rahani, because I've not had anyone step forward to do it, but we have proved that it can be done. So message me, Claire, if you want to, and we can discuss that a bit more, because I'm sure I've seen your name come up on my Facebook page. I tell you what, we'll pick you a card. That'd be funny if the heart chakra come out now, because Rahani works from the heart, so it's based on the heart. It's working with the archangels and the ascended masters. It's also, the emblem is like a rose, and it's the pink rose from the heart. So because a long time ago the heart chakra was actually pink, but it got changed to green. No, you've got third eye chakra. They're all coming out, these chakras again tonight. It's number 6. But again, we bring in the violet healing light when we work with Rahani. We do the same similar sort of work that we would do when we're putting protection prayers in. The difference is we're working with the violet light. We're also working with, like I said, the archangels. We're working with the ascended masters. A lot of people don't really know a lot about ascended masters, and I'm not going to go too much into that because that's a whole different subject. But you pretty much bring that in, and you work on truth, love, and light. That's how we do Rahani. It's truth, love, and light. We're literally rising people's vibration, working from the heart, and balancing them. It's all about balancing their energy and getting them in a good place. So third eye to me is still showing that you have still got that spiritual nature. There's lots of purple around that. So it's quite a loving energy, and it's showing it also when you're working as a healer, you are opening up your third eye. When I do healing to general holistic clients, because like I said, it is still also seen as holistic treatment, if they've never had a reading with me or aren't aware of my spiritual side, I just literally do the healing. I say literally, I'm doing the healing. They're not aware, which makes me laugh. They're not aware of what's really going on when it's done in that way, because they just think they're coming for a complementary therapy. I don't discuss spiritual stuff because they've not asked. But if it's a client that's already had a reading with me, and sometimes, especially like at Christmas, in the new year, I'll put readings and healings together as a special deal. I do the reading first and then I do the healing. Afterwards, I will tell them what I've got, because obviously it's a bit like psychic surgery when I do it. If anyone knows what that is, I'm actually still picking up information while I'm healing. So for me, it's quite interesting, and I've had some quite interesting experiences. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you for the information on my card. You're welcome, Claire, and thank you. And thank you, everyone, for persevering with us, because I've just noticed the time, and normally we'd be off air, but we've hardly been on air, haven't we, Mr. P? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Hi, Jo Beth. Hi, Stuart. I really need to know if my decision is right. Okay, let's see if I can put you a card. Stuart, as I bent my head down then to pick the cards, I felt very heavy. I don't know if you've been having any sinus problems. I feel quite heavy. I don't obviously if you've got a decision and you're worried about it as well, but I feel very heavy in my head there thinking about you. I'm actually starting to sniff now. I feel like my head is very, very thick. that could just be because obviously where I work holistically, I look at metaphysical anatomy, because I'm a great believer that our ailments can also be caused by our emotional problems. So it's quite interesting to look at that. And I just feel there's a lot going on in your head and your sinuses. So that could be just where you're trying to make a decision. I've got number 2, Mr. P, movement, choices and decisions. Right, Stuart. And when I got that, I could quite easily say to you, yes, your decision's right, because it's movement, choices, and decisions. But this actually feels like you've made the decision isn't just it's it's given me materialistic and emotional. I feel that whatever this is, and I haven't quite grasped what it is yet, it's it will affect others. It's not just a decision. It's not like you've just changed your job and that's it. And is it the right job? This decision is affecting everything, because when I look at that, I am getting relationship, I am getting finances, but I'm also getting a new move on a house. I'm getting some kind of move, whether it's moving out into a different property or moving away, but I am getting a house move as well. And I am getting it around a relationship. So I feel it started off as a financial decision, but it's got other factors involved. This card is telling me, though, it is all for the better. It is something that needed to be done to move on. We always say about things have to come to an end to bring other stuff into our life. And, I am a great believer that even though it's hard at times, and even when we make decisions and we're still not sure, we have to sometimes shut the door on things and step forward and take a new challenge. It's the only way forward to keep things going. In tarot, when people pick the Wheel of Fortune, I always say to them that wheel keeps spinning whatever happens. Where it stops is your choice, but it will always keep spinning. So I'm just feeling around this, Stuart. Let us know if it makes sense that this decision has other factors in it. It's financially based, but it's affecting emotional and it's affecting growth. I'm seeing sort of roots, so it's making me think house move. I feel like there's lots more to come from this decision. It's going to only move into another sort of it says movement, choices and decisions. Everything we do, every decision we make is a choice, but it also affects the movement. Let me know if it is financial based, because that's what I'm getting, and let me know if you understand this house move or this a property. So I'm going to say it's house move. Stuart, still here? Okay. He hasn't. Got. Hi, Deb. Yeah, that makes sense to him. Okay, good. And I always say we never should regret any decision we make. There's a reason behind it. We just got to keep moving forward. So just trust yourself, Stuart. Hi, Anne Jelly. And hi, Reese Daniels. Hi, Reenie Bradley. I jump on. Oh, well, yeah, I can do. Yeah, because I have said that before. I'd do a Zoom on that, didn't I? And I know when we did our spiritual weekend, some of the Wimbledon church people asked me about the Rahani and how to contact me. So I'm more than happy to do a Zoom on it. I just, obviously, as you know, I'm running my business and doing a job and everything else. And I've had a lot of other stuff going on. So it's really hard for me to get back engaged with different things. But I will do it when I'm asked. And you know me, Richard, I'll turn up anywhere. Delilah Rose, do you have any advice on deciphering lucid dreams? Oh, that's interesting. I've told my people that come and do workshops with me, and when I say workshops, they are workshops. I'm not a teacher. I'm a trained trainer, but in this line of work, you're not teaching, you're enhancing, you're open up people. So when they come, they're all doing different workshops at the moment at different levels. But when they talk about dreams, I always say, have a book, write down what you can remember. And if it's a recurring dream, you might notice the same things are recurring, but there's little changes to it. That helps you to sort of slightly decipher it. I do find dreams fascinating. Again, it's not something I've studied, and we can't spend our time studying and being into everything spiritual, because some of us are just, we know where we are, we know where we sit comfortable, and we stay like that. But my dreams, and I call them more visions, I will have my visions, my real powerful visions, while I'm asleep. And they're not always clear. I think people think I dream something that's really, literally written out in like a paragraph. It's not like that at all. You do still, even as a spiritual person, have to try and decipher what that meant. They are not in any way, shape, or form easy to understand. And I've had some pretty mad ones lately. I know lots of us are feeling quite an energetic pull. There's lots of energy shifting around. A lot of spiritual workers are saying they're finding it quite, the will sometimes to continue working. So for us, it's, we do have our down days, but it does seem like a massive collect at the moment of people really feeling that heaviness on them. So my dreams have literally been out of this world. And I had COVID back in March, beginning of March. First time since obviously this all came about. Wasn't overly ill with it, just had a little bit of vertigo, but my dreams were alien. Every day, without fail, it was an alien ship. There was a boat involved. There was aliens, but they didn't look like aliens. They were talking to me. We were having this conversation. But every time I dreamt it, there was more coming into the dream. It was becoming more apparent that it was more to it. Absolutely strangest thing I have ever dreamt about. I am hoping that is more of a dream and not a vision, because if that's the case, we're going to be invaded by aliens. They were nice aliens though, so I'm not going to go, get too upset. But that's my advice. If you're having really weird dreams, write it down as soon as you remember it. Because the other thing is, when you're having a really nice dream, and I think we've talked about this on Sunday Sofa, me and Polly, you can be having a really, really nice dream, and you suddenly wake up and get disturbed, and you want to get back to it, and you shut your eyes as tight as possible, and you just can't get that back. To me, that is a dream. That is just an everyday dream, and you're not meant to remember it. The things you remember when they're really quite lucid, that means, to me, that's a vision. That's more than a dream. There's more to that. One of my ladies at the moment is literally dreaming stuff, and it's happening within 2 days. So, I always say write it down. I always say write everything down anyway. It's a good way of remembering. Let us know if you're still there, Delilah, and I'll pull you a card. Yeah. So if you are still there, let me know. Actually, I did pull her a card. I pulled her the universe. So if you are still there, Delilah, let me know, and I'll tell you what I got from that. But if I just show everyone on the screen, you'd have to put it up, Richard. The universe, number 21, that literally, it's obviously there's the universe. That, to me, I always see that source, the person that's I call it source. But as soon as I look at that, it just literally shows that dream state. There's all the universe around you. There's a face there. There's swirling going on. Sometimes our dreams feel like that, and I don't know if anyone's ever had that feeling where they've suddenly woke up, felt like they've been thrown back in bed. That's also on a sort of dream state. I call that more, you've been like astro traveling, and you've just come back in a little bit too quick. But that universe straight away tells me there's a lot going on in your dreams. So if you are still there, Delilah, that's the card I pulled for you. Okay, Mr. P. Well, go on then, Mr. P. Stephanie St. Augustine, are you still on? Let us know. That's a Facebook comment. So if you're still on Facebook, let us know. We'll come back to you. If not, we'll just do. Who else we got? Karen White on Facebook. Are things going to improve in my life? I'm very lost right now. Lost my partner and I'm struggling. I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. I feel everyone at the moment. I mean, there's been a lot of losses for one reason or another, but okay. And I do feel everyone in different ways really just struggling and feel lost. Just it's like they don't know what to do with themselves no more. But when you lose somebody, that's terrible. I actually, my other day job, because I do part-time there, is working in the acute medicine care at our local hospital. And we've actually got someone there at the moment that's suffering from heartbreak syndrome. And people don't believe that exists, but it does. I got number 16 for you, disruption. Okay. Disruption, number 16. And that's pretty much how your life has felt since losing your partner, because any sort of loss is a massive disruption, because it's a grieving process and it's just what you do. And when you look at that card, it's like he's inside a wall and he can't break out. And that is what grief is like, because no one tells you how you're supposed to deal with it, how long it's meant to last, how to cope with it. Others say the right thing, but it doesn't mean anything to you. And I just feel sometimes, actually, if you could smash that wall, you would. Maybe go and hide in that wall. I do feel that sometimes if there's people around you, you are literally feeling like you're not in the zone. I actually mentioned this earlier to Richard before we went live, or tried to go live tonight, and said to him that that's sometimes how I feel, a bit disengaged when there's people around me. Because when you've got so much going on in your personal life, it is hard to deal with what's going on as well in your day-to-day life. Your grief is your grief. There is no time span on how you can get past that, and you shouldn't have to have a time span on it. It will be in stages, and you will deal with it on a day-to-day basis. You will have good days and you will have bad days. If you feel it's gone too far, because there is a little bit of an element of me where I'm feeling it's a dark cloud over you. If you feel that you just really do need just a little bit of additional help, I do urge you to obviously seek that. Whether, like I said, I do work holistically, but also we can't disregard conventional medicine either. It might just be worth you popping to see your doctor, just getting some help, because I feel like your sleep pattern's really out at the moment. I'm feeling quite lightheaded talking about this. I'm feeling I've just said about broken heart syndrome, but I am getting a massive feeling in my rib cage between my breastbone. I feel like it's swirling and swirling and swirling and swirling around. It's not a sicky feeling. It's almost like I'm been sucked into a tornado and being drawn back down. So I am feeling there's a little bit of, be very careful that you don't get caught up in that tornado and dragged down. But like I said, there's no time span for grief, and you've just past 8 weeks after diagnosis. Very dark cloud. Yeah. And that's massive. That's quick. That is quick, and that's not enough time for anyone that's passing to get their head around it, and certainly not for the people that are left behind. It's easy for people like me to say they're watching over you, they're always with you, but when it's someone you've lost in the physical, it is still hard. I lost my dad nearly 5 years ago. I miss him deeply. He was my person I went to. I know he's with me, and I certainly know he's with me when stuff goes on. I can sense that. But we want the physical. We still want the physical, because we want that person to talk back to us. We want that person to hold us. And in spiritual terms, then that's not quite, although we can connect to that, it's not the same. So I totally get that. Just because people think, oh, you're lucky. I've had someone said to me the other day, oh, you're lucky because you can talk to your loved ones. Yes, we can. but it's still not the same. So we still have the same loss. We're no different. We still physically want that person with us. So just, try. The dark cloud is understandable, but I am getting that feeling that I'm being sucked down into a tornado. So I just want you to be mindful of that. And if you do feel you need additional support, please go and get it, even if it's to go to a support group for people in the same situation, because a lot will go on day to day, and you've got to try and cope with that day to day. Not sleeping, absolutely spot on. I'm fighting the tornado. She stayed in Northern Ireland. I'm Scotland. Her family blocked me. I never knew she had passed. Found out 10 hours later. Well, that is awful, Karen. That's probably why I'm feeling this sucking in feeling, this swallowing feeling. Then, because you've not had. It's not. I'm not even going to say closure. You've had a double shock, and now you're not even having anyone around there to support you. Find your own family, your own people around you, to make sure you do get that support in Scotland. Families, especially the other side of families, they can do some awful things, and they can act again in grief in terrible ways. But that doesn't mean you can't have your own way of grieving that person. There's something I'm seeing, actually. Have you done some kind of memorial in your own? It's quite private. I'm seeing something, and I don't know if it's at the back of your garden or you've gone to some special place, but I'm getting some kind of memorial and something's been placed on it. It's not a stone. It's like a pebble of some sort. I don't know if there's something written on it. I'm getting that. So let me know if that makes sense, or maybe that's something you're thinking about doing and you need to do. You can still have your own closure, your own way of saying goodbye, whether they're blocking you out or not, because you can still do that. Like I said, I know it's not easy, but they are with you, and spirit can be everywhere, so they are with you. So do that, because I am seeing that, and I'm feeling it's like some kind of memorial pebble. I don't know if I'm doing it in a love heart, because I'm going like this now. So let me know if that's something you've been considering. But I think that will help you with your grieving process as well. And try not to let any anger or anguish towards those that have blocked you out. They have to deal with their own grief, and you need to deal with yours. We can't put that grief back on somebody else, or that anger. It won't help at all. No closure. I've not been to Northern Ireland. I want to say goodbye. Yes, I've climbed Ben Nevis. I left a pebble river rainbow at the top. Okay, so there's that rainbow again. Well, I feel quite and I did say about cold air, so maybe that's what I was picking up earlier on, that person. That was your closure, Karen. That's what I want you to tell yourself, in the shape of a love heart. Thank you. I thought it was, because I was drawing it as a love heart. I know that's hard to believe, Karen, but that is your closure. You don't need to be in Ireland to say goodbye. Okay, they're with you here. They're with you in they were with you at Ben Nevis, and they were with you in Scotland, because they were showing me that. I was seeing that pebble. It's quite thick as well. I felt it was, So please, I know it's hard, but they are always with you, and you've done your closure. You have said goodbye in your own way, and that is what should be special and kept close to you in your heart. Okay, and much love to you, Karen. I'm really sorry that you're going through this at the moment. Okay, Stephanie, how can I improve the situation that I'm going through? Let's pick Stephanie a card, because I'm not getting. I'm getting random, Stephanie. I've just got railway tracks. I don't know if you live near railway tracks. I've just seen railway tracks and a train going past. Let me know if that's relevant to you, because I've just got that. I actually feel like it's a kind of moving on. I feel like the train's showing me you've got to move on, but I do feel there's a train track around you as well. I'm getting that into. Oh, and how ironic. I've picked number 8, positive movement forward. And that's travel again, because it's a boat. Your situation at the moment, I do feel you've been a little bit in limbo. I am getting it's matters of the heart. I do feel it's evolving sort of emotions, because the water's making me feel that obviously it's been quite a rocky time. But this card is telling me that there are karma waters, basically karma seas coming. You can't improve what's actually happened because I think somebody else has caused this problem. What you can do is improve how you address it and how you cope with it on a day-to-day basis. I am seeing that card as a positive because I'm seeing the seas karma sailing towards the sun, and I am getting a much calmer sensation. But I feel that this situation was caused by somebody else. So to improve it, you've got to learn. I want to shut the door. I don't know if that's going to make sense to you. I want to shut the door on somebody, not rudely. Well, if you want to, you can. But I feel I want to shut the door on somebody. Somebody is not allowing you to move forward. I want you to close that door and to take a step forward, because that's how you improve your situation, not necessarily a situation. You've got to look after yourself now. So I hope that makes sense, Stephanie. I know you were still there just now before I spoke to Karen, so I'm hoping you're still there. Yeah. Okay, maybe it is just a movement train, because obviously I've had boats and trains, so it's got to be a way of moving forward, because I've just got train moving and railway tracks. So, but yeah, she said anything else about the situation? Okay, all right then. Okay, let's do some adverts then, people. Well, while I'm waiting for you to do that,
Tomorrow night on sptv, we offer a free evening of mediumship with some of the UK best-serving mediums and spiritual advisors. Our show starts from 8 p.m. UK time. Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June, offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s Tea Room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.
hello, I'm back again. Hello, everyone. And I hope you watch those adverts and you're going to attend that holistic fair if you're local, or even if you want a day out. Because guess what? I'm one of the readers, so I'll be there. There you go. There'll be loads of us there and loads of local people. Well, people all over. So please do come if you can. I will say, because in case anyone's noticed, there'll be no Sunday sofa this weekend. Mr. P wants a weekend off, so no, it's this weekend, isn't it? Ah, see, Mr. P, it's this weekend, she said. Right, ignore me, everyone. Ignore me. We thought it was next weekend. It's this weekend. So there will be a Sunday sofa if Polly's not made other plans, because we got it all wrong. So bear that in mind. You might see us on Sunday. And anyone that's not watched us before, tune in with me and Polly for the Sunday sofa if we're on. Right then, what we got there, Mr. P? Well, we could. Yeah, go on then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, because did you say that's already been answered? Okay, I'll answer it. Okay, right. Donna, hi. Can I have guidance, please, with my operation? Will my operation go ahead in May, and will my spirits be with me on the day? Well, our spirits will always be with us on the day, especially our main guide. So that one I can answer without even tuning in. Whatever we're doing, they'll be doing. They'll be there. Let me just see what I'm picking up. I've got number 8, accelerated motion. I don't know if you've got two, and I don't want to worry you here, Donna, just what I'm getting, whether there's two planned surgeries that you're meant to be having, but this is the one that's obviously stressing you out the most, because I just feel that every time you feel it's getting close, it stops again. But I'm getting two planned surgeries, or I don't know if you've had to have a little procedure beforehand. So let me know that. Number 8, when I look at it, always shows me the life plan number. It's the infinity number, so it's quite a positive number. It's a positive card, and it's got accelerated motion on it, which tells me that this is something that's now going to be escalated. I do feel it's quite quick. So I'm guessing you said go ahead in May. You've already been given a date. But there's something telling me like 2 operations. So I don't know whether that just one, as I'm aware of. Okay, it just might be then what I'm getting, that the actual date you've been given, and I don't want to alarm you because I can see it stressing you out and I can feel it stressing you out, may be postponed. But I'm feeling it's more like the list gets put back, not postponed, and then it's like full steam ahead. So then maybe that's where I'm getting the 2 from, because it's like, oh, and then it's you haven't got time to think. But 8 is positive. The accelerated motion is positive, and I would say, because like I said, I'm flipping from 2, and I am feeling that something's getting put back. You know, like when they have a list and they just put you back, doesn't mean it's cancelled. It just means it's not when you think it is, and then it happens quickly. So I don't know if it gets put back a day, but you stay in. I don't know whether you get ready, because I know that does happen, and then things don't go ahead. But I am seeing, just I want to go between 2 sort of things. It's been cancelled so many times now. Yeah, I did feel lots of interference, but this is now. This is coming up. This is 2 things. I'm flipping between 2 operations or 1 being cancelled, but it's literally straight away. It's like the next day, or it's postponed while you're in there and you stay till the next day. So it's not a proper cancellation, because I want to go between 1, 2, 1, 2. What I will say though, I'm a great believer. There's reasons these things happen. I know it's stressful, and I know no one wants to have an operation. I'm actually going in myself next week, so I do know how you feel. No one actually wants to sit on the operating table. It's not something they want to do, but we have to trust when things get cancelled, it's probably for the best. And I don't just mean medically. I'm a great believer things happen for a reason. Your time when it's meant to happen will happen, and my outcome that I'm feeling is actually, it's going to be good. So whether it's being delayed or not, the outcome will still be good and positive, and that's what you need to focus on. Because it's frustrating, you want it over and done with, you want to, you know, just put it behind you, but you need to remember when it is done, it will be in your best interest and it will be a positive outcome. Got my prep and then told me I'm going home. I missed that, Rich. I'm staying in overnight. Yeah, so you're staying in overnight on the actual operation, but you just said you got your prep and then told you're going home. So I did get that. I felt like you were prepped, you were there, and then got put back. But this, I don't feel you're going home. If it happens again, it's more put back on the list, not postponed and told to go home. I feel it's more, it's not happening now, it's happening tomorrow. So we're going to keep you in and then have the surgery. So you might be in for 2 more days, like 2 nights instead of the 1. Okay. Are my father-in-law and brother with you? Does that come on underneath, Richard? Okay. There is somebody with me, Donna. It's funny because I've just started itching my nose, and I always itch my nose when someone comes around me and I'm not expecting it. So I've only got one person that's come in around me, and I'll keep wanting to do this with my nose. And that person also made me, this is going to sound a bit weird, made me want to keep touching my feet. I don't know if they had something wrong with their big toe, like gout or something, if they suffered with that, but I am touching my big toe. They're making me want to touch my feet. Keep saying it's painful. So let me know if that makes sense. And again, they will be with you. Our loved ones are always with you. You know, we might not feel them, see them, but they will be with us. We are taken care of, and in more ways than we realise. But try not to get too downhearted. I know the anxiety is not good, but you've just got to remember when it does go ahead, that'd be the right time. Don't, if it's being cancelled, look at it as a positive. It wasn't right to happen then. Your father-in-law, you've put, so did he have gout? Because I do feel, I want to say gout. I'm touching my big toe. He's making me touch it. I hope he didn't pick his toes then, because but that's, I do feel he's making me touch my big toe like it's uncomfortable. It's really weird. So I'm not getting much else for him other than the toe. I feel like he's going, it hurts, yeah, and he's doing it again. So remember that they will be there looking after you, Donna. Try not to overthink it. I know we're just about to go into May, and a lot of procedures have been put back. It's been quite an awful time for lots of people, and lots of people are sitting on the list constantly wondering what's happening. You are, as I was, one of many thousands, but hopefully things will start getting back on track. So just take each day as it comes and try not to overthink it. Go in when you do go in and just try and keep a positive vibe, okay? And much love and much healing to you, and I hope you get better real quick afterwards. I'm getting loads of little flickerings going on around me. I don't feel that your operation is an eye operation, but I'm getting loads of flickering around you. I don't know if you've had your eyes tested or you suffer a little bit with bright lights, but I'm getting loads of flickering around you. But I don't feel that's the operation you're having. I haven't actually pinpointed, I'm going to be honest, I haven't pinpointed what sort of surgery you're having. And to be honest, we don't need to discuss that on here with everyone else watching. But I am getting like lots of flickering around my eyes. So I don't know if you suffer with your eyes or you wear glasses and obviously get migraines, but I am getting that, or whether that's the stress I'm picking up of the operation, but let me know. But we'll all send you healing and much love. Okay? You're welcome, Donna. Yeah. I make some of my clients cry when they come for readings as well. I don't know if that's a good thing. Don't ever write that in a review. But no, you're welcome, Donna, and take care. Your brother likes to flicker the lights. It could be that. I do feel it's like lots of flickering. So yeah, could be that. So they're both around. Okay. All right then. Yep. Okay, everybody, I am going to go. I am so sorry for the disruption of the technology. We just don't know what goes on. That happened on my last show on the 1st of April. We thought it was April Fool's, but maybe it's just me, or maybe I'm just high energy. Who knows? But thank you for joining me. I will be back in a month, 4 weeks, something like that, for this show. We will, fingers crossed, you might see us on the Sunday sofa. But if not, anyone that's new, we do the Sunday sofa on a fortnightly on a Sunday at 4 o'clock. So please do come back and join me and Polly, and please do come back and join me in a month's time. Thank you all. Hope you all enjoyed it. Much love to you, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.